Hi everyone! So in today's video of the 12 days of Stitchmas, we are going to be working on day 7. Oh my goodness, yes, half over, or more than half of the day is over, but I did cheat and grab day 9 for my day 3 project, so I'll show you those in just a second, but today that's what we will be focusing on. So this was sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. We're going to get right to it. Let me know if you've received yours, if you're had picked it up, what you're thinking of it. I would love to know. So again, I like to do a quick recap because I am using the notched corner frames pretty much on every project, but this was day 1 with our little Christmas tree. Of course, we can deck out the Christmas tree if you like, but for me, if you're stitching it, the focus is on the stitching, so that's kind of what I do. There's the number 1, number 2 with the candles, which is really cute, and holly. That's such an adorable day. I believe day 3 was my gift box with day 3's ornament and day 9's ornament. Day 4 is the Noel. Love that green. It popped really well. Looks really cute. I should put these in order in my hand. Day 5, Let It Snow. I love the iciness of this. You guys know I'm bummed out that I didn't put silver glitter on here. I should have. I don't know why I overlooked it, but there it is. Love it. And then day 6 was the gift. Super easy workup with little French knots, which looks really cute. Merry wishes for all. And then today we are doing day 7. So let's check day 7 out. What do we have? It's over here. And I love the little sneak peek here. Oh, it's the little bell. Yes, yes, yes. The bell is so cute. So we have our bell here. Oh, and yes, that's right. The bell has a kinetic nature to it, and I was thinking the word kinetic and I just said Benel for some reason. This little guy you can use on any other of the dies. If you want something to move around, you can definitely take this and use it there. But basically this is the part that keeps it kinetic here, where you use a foam adhesive, and then so that's the bell part, and it has little stitching, and then your gorgeous bell with all that stitching on there, and then even this little piece is a separate piece that has like little decoration, which is really lovely. So you guys, I'm just going to grab some papers. I did say I might start using the cutouts of these guys that where the glitter got cut out, and I haven't done that yet, so maybe we do that today. Maybe we're up over the hill and coming down this way, and I'm going to use the negatives. I don't know. We'll see. So let me grab some papers and things and we'll get started. Hopefully it makes sense. I have all these guys from all the cards that we've created and cut out. So, you know, I mean, the gold is really lovely, but of course I probably want my bell to be gold too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll switch that up, but just something to think about. Yeah, maybe we do like a cream colored bell with like gold accents. How about that? That'd be pretty. Or like a brass color. I don't know. Alright, let me think about it. I'll be right back, guys. What if we have a silver bell? We have that pearlescent silver in the kit. Love it. I have this gold pearlescent also that was in the kit, and what if we pair that up? Maybe do some embossing on that, and then we'll have a silver bell. That's what we're going to do. So, let me take this, and I'm going to trim it down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we'll do the 4 1/8 in this direction by 5 3/8. Okay, that's nice and straight. I'm gonna run this through an embossing folder, and to be honest, I think I'm gonna use this one. I love the flowers. I mean, obviously we can do berries, you can do all kinds of things. This is from the Sealed for Christmas, I want to say, collection. I literally just used this one yesterday, but we're going to cover up a lot of it, but the flowers will still be there with like the berries and everything, so it looks really lovely. And so I think that's what I'll do. I'll just run that through, and then we already have our gold center, so I'm just going to run this through and I'll be right back. I guess it would have helped if I grabbed a base card. A card base, but look at that. I mean, you guys, and this paper is not white core, so it's just gold all throughout and just lovely. So I am gonna get a card base. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down, and so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so let's just go ahead and glue these guys down. Again, you can pop things up. It just has a slightly different look of what we were doing before. Oh, that side's very pretty too, but I'll go ahead and just glue this down. Oop. Try to get this to the very edge, especially with embossing folders like this, because it has a lot of texture. Ooh, my card base is a little crooked. I'm going to have to cut that down. I'll do that in a bit. You know, they're handmade, well at least mine is, and you can be a little off sometimes. So there we go. And then this guy, I'll just glue down right over the top. Trying to debate what color I'm going to put behind this guy if we do a silver bell. But I'm going to hold this down, trim my card a little bit so it's a little more centered, and I'll be right back. I just put something heavy on top of this, let it sit for a while. So that's my card base, and like I said, we'll probably do a silver bell. So for the background, for behind it, I will go ahead and layer it, especially because we have that little dangling kind of dancing piece. I want it to be nice and just have a nice backing, right? So there's this guy. And then we'll also cut out just this guy, so that's just the background piece. Okay, so it'll just be like that. But I'm also, from the silver, cutting out this guy again, but with the inlay. So I would tape that down so it doesn't move. Cutting this also with the inlay, because that's our actual silver bell. And then for this little accent piece, I'm just going to run it through some shiny gold paper. Okay, I have a little scrap here, and I'll be right back. Oh, so pretty. So we have these guys, and basically we're just going to start stitching this, so before we can put anything together really, but it will be this on top of that, on top of that, and then the little bell will be kind of hanging in the back here, so we have all our pieces. For that, I think I'm going to use the gold embroidery frost from the add-on kit. Having said that, I should probably try and link that for you guys in other spots, because you can find it if you're not picking up the add-on kit. You know, DNC obviously sells this other places. But I'm going to use the gold one. And I suppose we can start with the little bell, just make it easy. And let's get that on here. So since I'm using this gold stuff, I don't know that it French knots very well. Maybe it does, but I'm not going to do it. But if you want to add French knots, you can definitely do that. Oh, like I said, leave yourself with a little bit. It does start unraveling a little bit at the end, so I don't use that part. So I just try to bring that out as much as I can. And we'll start with this little guy. I'm going to grab a little piece of double-sided tape and hold that down, okay? I'll be right back. I'm running a little bit closer just to show you that. And so that's just going to anchor that for us. And I'm just gonna go. So bring it here and then back to the center. Really easy on this one, you're just going round and round. I suppose, like I said, there's different ways to bring out designs for something like this. I mean, if you want to do this, but you also want to stitch maybe from each one, like here to there, you know, all around in a circle, you can definitely do that. That adds more detail. Whatever it is that you like to do. So I'm just going to keep going around really simply, and I'll be right back. Going back up through the center, this is my last little spoke right there. And from here again, you can kind of go underneath the ones you've already done to tie this down, or just glue it off there. What I mean is, like, go underneath these guys, bring it out, and that'll help trap that end. Sometimes that's enough. With this kind, it's a little stiffer. This stuff's a little bit different, so you might still want to glue it down. But since I am going to basically glue this to this, I'm just going to jump right into doing that. So let's put that over there. And then this guy, oh, I was going to say, this feels like it's already clogged up. I could feel it as soon as I picked it up. So let's use this. There we go. And make sure you clean off your needle. You don't want any of that residue on that. Alright. I'm not trying to put too much. I obviously don't want that going everywhere, but we do want it to stay down. So I'm going to take a little bit of this off. A little too much glue there. And then I'll sandwich it with the nice side, the rough side facing down, so it's nice on both sides, nice and smooth, because this is going to want to dance underneath that, and I don't want it to catch like on the glitter over here, so I want to keep that really flat. That is one nice thing about this diamante, it's very flat, so when you do this, it works out really well. I mean, that's pretty much already done. With the thicker floss, like the ones where you use 3 or 6 threads, but the regular embroidery floss, it's a little thicker, so I usually put something on top of it, but I mean, that's pretty much stuck down. I'll probably still put something on top since I don't want to just sit here holding this. But, let's see. I usually do something like this, put that underneath, put something heavy on top. Okay. Now with this guy, I should probably get another thread because this is not going to be enough to finish this, but maybe it's enough to finish something here. It's very interesting. Oh, okay, I see. I was like, there's like an extra one here. What happens is this one kind of crisscrosses. So, you know, you can come in and do one side and then maybe do the other, however it is that you want to do that. So let me tape this down. And then I'm just going to do the one. I'm not going to do X's is what I mean. Like, I'll just go across in one way and then come back to finish it up in the other direction. But let's get this guy over here. Holding those down. And so what I'm going to do, then there's a little crisscross pattern here. Now you can just go across like this, you know, frame it out, whatever you want. But I'm going to go all the way up here. And then I'm just going to go to the next one. Now you can go to the one right next to it, that way you're wasting less of your thread. And then from that guy, bring it down. And then I'm going to go over to the next one and go up. Next one over. Come down. Okay, so I'm just going to keep exchanging just like that. So now, of course, the one right next to it, go up. All the way across, okay? And I'll be right back. Here, I am gonna have a half stitch. So here, I'm gonna go to the one right next to him, right over this guy. And the only other place to put that is right here, in the middle of these 3. Okay, so now that I'm here, I'm going to go into this bottom one, and then come up to that very top one. And then I'm gonna go back to, well, the one next to it, because that's what I like to do, instead of wasting a ton of thread in the back that's not going to be visible. And then go down to this one, go to the one next to it, up to the one at the top, and just keep going across that way. So just the way I came across to the right, we're going to cross to the left. Same kind of stitching. Right here. Okay, and I'll be right back when I get to the end. That looks so pretty. Now I'm back here, and I'm just going to go down into that middle one, and that's it. So that's probably enough for this piece of thread anyway, because it gets kind of frayed the last few inches, so I'm not going to use that. So just pull this over here, tape it down, nice big space so I can put a nice big piece of tape, and then cut that off, and I'll start with a new thread, and I'll be right back. I'll thread this with a new piece. So this one, I can start in the middle. I can start with this one here. I'm going to start this top part, and so I'll just get this in here, new thread. Again, I like to work with about a yard at a time. You know, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people like shorter pieces. I like working with a long piece, and that way I don't have to keep switching it out all the time, or, you know, do anything like that. Alright. So there's that. I'll just cut this little excess off right now. And okay, so we started in from the back, and this one I'm just gonna go, you know, you can again do a different like shell pattern where you would like go up to the one in the middle, and then to the one on the right, and then to the one on the left, the one on the right, the one on the left, until you're done. And I don't think it's gonna you won't notice it as much with this kind of thread because it's very thin. It's something you might notice with like the thicker, you know, embroidery thread. Now I will go back to the center only because if I go to the partner, the middle one, and I come down, I'm still gonna have to like go back around, you know. So anyway, I'm just gonna go into the middle and go to the next one, or you know, you can go to the one on the opposite side. However you like to stitch, whatever seems fun for you. I'm just gonna keep going around and around like we did with the circular little piece of the bell. I always forget what they call it. A striker? No. What's that one called? The middle piece. Drum? What am I thinking about? Anyway, I'll just keep going around and around, right? So in here, back to the center. I'm always kind of trying to keep my tension. I am kind of sewing a little bit backwards than I normally would. I would go probably this way and around, so this is a little awkward, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll be right back when this part is done. I'm back to the center, and I have one last one to do, and I probably should have gone to this one through the back and then come down, because that way I'd end off in that center piece, but we do have right there. So I can either tie this off, you know, go ahead and tape it down, or continue on with our pattern, which I think I could probably get to this one. Now what I want you to see is this bell. It has a hole here that kind of goes into a shell pattern here. You know, there's a hole here that kind of goes here all around, and then there's a hole here that goes to these guys, and there's little lines there so you can see exactly where you're supposed to stitch, you know. So I think what I'll do is maybe I'll go to this middle one, not that one, the very center one here, and see if it shows through. I don't think it's going to show up in the back, like if I notice that. I don't think so. So that's pretty good. Okay, so let's go there, and then to this one here. And again, this is just another one that goes around and around, but it's just kind of an interesting shape. So back to the center. I'll just show you what this one looks like. Next to the one right next to it. Again, back to the center. And that guy. Back to the center. And this one. And then back to the center again. And this one. Center, and then we have two more on that design. And back to the center again. And then here. Alright, so that's what that one looks like, all that tight. So it has like a little kind of shell, but a little bit longer. So then this one's going to go here, and then up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. And then this one again is facing the same way as this one starts there, 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 there. Okay, I'll be back. My friends, so I just finished up this one. So we have this guy back here, and like I said, I got myself about a yard of thread, and you can see I have plenty left over. Didn't take too much. Where's the end of this thing? And I didn't really look at how big this space was here, so I just grabbed some tape. I'll probably cut some of that down. Go ahead and cut that guy off and see if anything's showing through here. A little bit of this guy maybe. Okay. That's what that looks like. And again, nice glue, and we're just going to stick it down, at least I am. I mean, you can pop this up for sure. That would look really cute, actually, and this is another one where it's a nice design to be able to do that. And actually, let me go ahead and put this part on first, and then we'll stick that down. So we have our little gold edge. It's a very fancy bell, y'all. Oh, you know, you can do two of them, of course. That's your silver bells. That look lovely. Look how pretty that is. Now, it's funny because I just went across, and I mean, it's hard to tell. If you wanted to go into that one and then finish it, you know, you can do it that way too, but I just went across the whole thing. And let's go ahead and put some glue here. Again, I don't want glue coming out of everywhere, but I do want this staying down. So glue in here, there's a nice space there, glue in there. Wherever I see there's a little space to kind of put some glue, I'll do that. And this guy, again, it already holds together pretty flat just because that thread is pretty flat. But I'll hold this for a little bit and then I'll put it under some weight. Let's see if we have enough time there. While I was waiting for that to just kind of stay flat, I found this in my little stash of glimmers, sentiments, so best wishes for the season. I think that's very nice. And we have this guy again. I just put some weight on top of it. Nice and flat. If you want to put a little bow on top of this, you can definitely do that, or even some of this diamant, just tie a little something. Yeah, sometimes I like to make finger bows, and it would still work with this kind of thing actually really nicely. where you take this and you kind of, I just don't know how to attach it to that afterwards, but let's say you leave some like this, right? You go around your top finger and behind, around your middle finger, back to the center, around that top finger, around here, so you just kind of loopy, and then back around this way, and going back under. I know I did that kind of quickly. I have a whole video just on that. Let's see how this works. So I'm going to go across all of them, right? This is a little trickier. This stuff is thin. You know what? I'll string it through. Hello. Yeah. So just go back through there. And then that's going to make like a little knot for you, basically. So then you're going to just string that through the kind of the cross tie you just made right there. This is not easy, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. And just pull tight. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Alright. What I mean is I feel like it's thicker on this side than that side, but that's alright. So now when we get this off our fingers, you have a beautiful little bow like this. Now I guess this extra bits that I have here still is what I could tie onto here, right? So let's see about that. I've never really done that. I've just kind of glued it down. So I'm going to go ahead and try to tie that on, but you know what? It's not going to work for me. So we're just going to leave it like this and we'll just glue it on like that, right? That'll be cute. Like I said, these guys kind of fell apart. So I'm going to, I don't know if I should cut them or if I should just try to, maybe what I can do is put something on my fingers that'll help me kind of bring that back together. I don't know what that would be, but let's pull this back this way. That's okay, we can just make it shorter. Okay, it's a little better. And I'll just glue it there when we're done, because right now what we're going to do is focus on this. We have our bell, you know, this thing's going to be moving, and then a little bow there, and then we have our sentiment down here. So the way you stick these guys down is you have a dimensional. Circular is better. I don't know how big this hole is. Oh yeah, that's right. They enlarged the hole, which is really nice. So just imagine where you want that to be. Add your circular dimensional. This one's got pretty thick stuff. I took the carriers off and everything. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. There we go. I think that's pretty center. And then this guy will just go right on top like this. And basically you're going to put the same thickness of this stuff on it because you don't want this to be lower. It won't work. You know, it has to be the same, or maybe a little higher, right? Well, not even a little higher because this touches this, so it has to be basically the same thickness of foam that you're using. And I just put this here. And I'm just putting it straight up and down. I mean, you can be playful with it. I'm trying to be as straight as I can there. Put that on there straight. And let's see what we have. Oh, that is so cute. That's just really sweet. Look it. I love that. Now I made it so it's kind of buried, like so you see it here. I mean, you can bring it down lower if you want. That is really cute. Okay, so let's see. In the meantime, I'm going to put a little, I guess the bow can go there. I put the smallest amount of glue because this is a really delicate bow. So I'm going to hold that down until it doesn't move. And then this guy I'm just going to run through with a die that I have that's like from a Glimmer Sentiment set that will just cut this straight. And I'll be right back. So we have that guy. Hopefully that's staying down. It looks really cute. Oh, I was like, oh no! I forgot that it dances. Yeah, that moves. There you go. I am loving the golds and the silver. It looks really pretty. And our sentiment with a little bit of silver foiling. And I'm just going to pop that on there, I think, right across. And then we have best wishes for this season with our little dancing bell. How cute. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying this series. Of course, this is day 7, so we have 8. I'm going to skip over 9 because I already did 9, and then 10, 11, and 12. So I'll have those videos for you, you know, very shortly. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And I will see you all at the next one. All right, bye now.